Step on a crack, break your mother's back. It doesn't work. I know. I tried.
I think I can handle this relationship with Dirk. I'm going out with him Saturday night.
Was there ever any doubt?
Momentarily. This is strictly off the record, but Dirk's nearly 5 years younger than I am.
In what, Blanche? Dog years?
Blanche Devereaux?
Just a moment.
My rear tires have less pressure in them.
What is it? I heard screams. What's happening?
No, nothing. Everything's fine, Blanche.
We never should have watched Psycho. For 25 years, I have avoided that picture. Even when Stan invited me to the Roxy instead of over to his mother's house for dinner. And it turned out that my instincts were right. Norman Bates is scarier than my mother-in-law. And a much better dresser.
Oh, I never should have watched it either. It always upsets me, especially that shower scene. Well, it's the reason I prefer not to shower alone.
Sure, Blanche. And Goldilocks and the Three Bears is why you prefer not to sleep alone. Honey, you all right?
I'll be fine.
Is this about Arnie?
No, Blanche. She's upset because they keep changing the taste of Coke.
Oh, girls, I'm so sorry to be late. I ran out of gas on the way home. It was just horrible. Nobody would stop to help me. This could never have happened in the old South. What has become of chivalry? When men used to open doors for you, pull out your chair, tip their hat, kiss your hand, help you down out of your carriage, leave calling cards and little silver salvers.
So how far back do you want to go, Blanche? I mean, do you still want to be able to vote? Move it.
We're going to miss our plane. What are we going to do?
Listen, girls, I have an idea now. I'm going to create a diversion by bending over and picking up something seductively. Then the two of you sneak up behind him and give him a karate chop.
Blanche, what do we look like? Charlie's Angels?
I have been told I bear a striking resemblance to Miss Cheryl Ladd. Although my bosoms are perkier.
Not even if you were hanging upside down on a trapeze.
I mean, how many boyfriends could a naive farmer's daughter possibly have had?
56.
Excuse me?
I had about 56 boyfriends. Of course, that was before I knew Charlie. I probably would have had more, but I wasn't allowed to start dating till I was a senior.
56?
God, stand back. She's gonna blow.
What do you mean you had 56 boyfriends? You told me you were a virgin till you got married.
Hey, you can have a boyfriend without having to go all the way.
You cannot. If that were true, Rose, that would mean you were a slut.
Oh, come on. Blanche, how can you say that? So the woman had 56 boyfriends in 1 year. She's not a slut.
Thank you, Doris.
She is the slut. She's the grand poobah of slut. She is the easiest woman in this room.
Dorothy Sporlack, you take that back.
The slut is dead. Long live the slut.
98 pounds. I can't remember the last time I weighed 98. Probably college.
Where'd you go to college, Blanche? The University of Jupiter?
Dorothy, do you realize it's only 2 weeks till Phyllis Strickler's Memorial Day beach party? That means it's only 2 weeks till we have to get back into our bathing suits again. Well, I just slipped into last year's bikini, and I think I look pretty good, but you give me your honest advice. Can I still pull it off?
Right now, I'd be surprised if you could cut it off.
Dorothy, come look at these old pictures. I think I must have been about 10 years old in this one. Big Daddy just taught me how to ride a horse.
You were quite a little porker back then, weren't you?
I was a little chunky, that's all.
Blanche, the horse's eyes are crossed. You were fat.
Every little girl goes through that ugly stage.
Yeah, ugly, yes, but this is ugly and fat. Rose, why don't we just show Mr. Vaughn around the theater?
Well, why don't I just do that myself, since I've had the most experience performing here?
Blanche, the parking lot doesn't count. I'll
They were probably looking for drugs.
We have Malox and estrogen.
I'll make it up to you, Dorothy, I promise. Listen, if there's ever a night where you can't sleep, I'll come to your room and sing Kumbaya.
Rose, I don't know what to say. Yes, I do. Don't ever do that.
I just had a thought.
Congratulations.
Dorothy, what do you mean sneaking up on me like that? You scared me half to death.
I'm sorry, Rose. Next time I walk into a dark room in the middle of the night, I'll send a mariachi band ahead of me.
Mrs. Bonac?
Mrs. Petrillo?
Oh, good, you two are talking.
We're not talking. I'm still furious with Ma for hooking me up with that matchmaker.
That reminds me of a story about St. Olaf's most famous matchmaker.
Please, Rose. Spare me the endless, inane details of how Heidi Flugendugel Gergenplatz successfully matched a bull with a duck. And how their daughter was a bull duck who ran a small tattoo parlor in Cone.
Dorothy, Sophia, I told the news director I was interested in the reporter's position, and guess what he did?
A Danny Thomas spit take?